Out there today. I hope my hotspot's kicking again today. It worked pretty good last night, so we'll try it out again. Listen here. I got a kind of weird title right there, and I know when the end of the world is, and that I think you do as well. And you do. You know when the end of the world is, and I know when the end of the world is. Um, but I don't want to get that mixed up with a lot of the things I post or talk about when I talk about our sun or when I talk about the magnetosphere or I talk about the earthquakes or the re-injection that we're doing from the fracking, intensifying some of these things. I'm not talking about like some 2012 movie end of the world, because if that comes, that's definitely the end of the world, and nobody really knows when that's going to come. But we can look at certain indicators. We can look at how it's going to affect our life the way it is now, with the electrical grid and grocery stores and all that. But no, the real end of the world. When does that happen? And all these people, it's like Urban gonna get outside. And all these people out there, like I grew up in the 70s and 80s, listening to all them televangelists, and the end of the world, and everybody's predicted the end of the world, man, at least a couple times a year since I've been alive, and here we are. But no, the real end of the world, well, you got to look at yourself first. Everything that you see, that you perceive, that comes from your brain, that comes from your thought process, everything you touch, feel, smell, everything around you is you. I've told you for the longest time, and Buddha and Jesus both told you as well. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Everything around you is what you think. It's what you make it. It's how you feel about it. So when you quit living, that's the end of the world, because the world is your life. You get it now? The world is your life and what's going on around you, but it's you and how you perceive it, how you absorb it, how you coexist with it, how you love it or hate it. It's your world. It's all around you. And it ends when you end. And that don't have to be a physical death. Because I do believe in crossing the river, and I do believe strongly in going to the other side and seeing all those people that we love, and they'll be there to greet us. And that's what we leave and make here now. If we make love and we leave love here, and we take it with us to those that went before us. But the end of the world, no, that's when you quit living. That's why I'm always asking you to live every moment. Man, ride it like a tsunami. And if it's a bad tsunami, man, just ride it hard and straight down and like a surfer, and just really riding it hard, just staying on your board, doing everything you can to get past that wave. And if it's a good tsunami, a good wave, man, get on that thing and do tricks, man. Get you some air. Just ride on it till just make it last as long as you can. It's all moments put together. That's the world. That's your world. And you can call it what you want to, because that's just the way it is. It's your perception. It's your life. And when you quit living it right now and looking and talking to people, but you're just a walking dead person, or your physical death, and you didn't live for anything. You had no spirituality, and that's the end of the world. The beginning of the world is when you look in that mirror and you say, "I love you." When you look in that mirror and you say, "I love you," that's the beginning of a world. That's a great moment in anybody's world, because that way you can love everybody else around you. You can love everything else around you. You'll have a greater appreciation for so many things other than your world. So when's the end of the world? Well, I guess that depends on how you look at it. But I hope you look at it a little different today. I hope you think, for once, think about yourself in a good light. That you are a world, and there's many other worlds around you, and we all go by each other and even bump into each other and even collide and make another world, like me and my Karen C did. The end of those worlds, the end of your dream, the end of anything positive comes right from you, and it begins with you and it ends with you. That's some good things, because I like to empower people, and that's the most power I could probably give you right there, is that you control your world. You always have, and you always will. It's up to you. I love you. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace, and don't live in fear.